Okay, after a quick, much-needed shower, and I actually had turkey for dinner. I'm just not used to having turkey, so it's not really been my favorite. I used to like turkey, the dark meat, but I don't know. So I didn't really finish it. I didn't really finish it. I want to address something here to our friend Ricky. Well, Ricky, I wasn't begging for $1 on my show for Super Chat. A couple of people tried to send me a Super Chat. It wasn't going through, so my girlfriend checked, and she had the same problem on there too. She went to kind of test the waters herself, and even though the dollar sign was there, I mean, I don't have to explain to you, Ricky, but I love proving you wrong. You know I do. I mean, I live for this stuff, right? Yeah, as if you don't. But no, that's not the situation. There is something wrong with the super chat. I can see it on there, and I don't know what I did to correct it or if I did anything at all. And I was basically asking my viewers, there's a couple of them that wanted to send something, but they had difficulty running it through. Anyway, that's out of the way. Secondly, what's all these channels that Ricky says he took down? I still see Popeye on there, and I still see expat trash on there. And as far as Flying Circus, I've never been able to find his channel anyway because he punch in Flying Circus, it comes up with all kinds of shit on there. So I've never been able to actually watch his show for a long time because basically I can't find it. Truthfully, so I don't know about his show being taken up. So I'm not really sure what he's talking about, taking all these shows down. Uh, Unless I'm wrong, but I mean, last I checked, I still see that their shows are still there. So I don't understand this victory on taking three shows, according to him. How about mine? Why don't you try to take mine down? Maybe you tried my show because you probably can't do it. That's why. But yeah, I don't see. I honestly don't see that these shows are off. But maybe that's me. I don't know. Maybe my phone just has this memory and it shows out people's shows, showing that they're still on when they're supposed to be off. But I could have made a mistake on that. I don't think so. I really don't think so. How about you guys? Is Popeye's show still on there? Is Expat Trash Philippines? Is that show still on there? Is Flying Circus still on there? Oh, and Popeye too. I didn't see that his show was off, so I'm not sure where he comes up with these little victory speeches about taking three shows down. Then again, it could be me. I don't know. Uh, I checked and they seem to still be there, so I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe somebody could actually enlighten me because I'm not seeing it. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much what's going on here. And unfortunately, you know, Ricky, your boy, he's not going anywhere. Well, we got to raise money for Barry. How long have you been saying that? Now no more money's coming in. So now you're reaching out to CW. We noticed that you're reaching out to CW, the money man. Well, CW, he'll realize at this point that you're a fraudster to begin with, and that there's no hope of getting Barry out no matter what, money or anything, unless you want to go pay off officials or something. And I'm not encouraging you to do that, but I'm not saying it's never been done in history. I can't see, as I said, a divine intervention it would take to get all these charges removed from Barry. So, I mean, that's the way I see it anyway. But yeah, I just don't think your so-called buddy is going anywhere soon. In fact, you might find yourself joining him one day. Wouldn't that be a trip? That would be YouTube history right there in the making. Absolute YouTube history. To see you guys next to the same fucking stuff. Wouldn't that be something, folks? Yeah, yeah, still up. So I don't know, right? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. As I said, I've tried looking up Flying Circus a couple of times. I come up with on there a whole bunch of other shit. I can never find his channels. I'm not, unless it goes under Flying Circus something else. I have not been able to pinpoint it. Okay. So anyway, no, I wasn't trying to beg for super chat, folks. As Ricky claims, since he claimed he got three channels down. Is Popeye show still on? Check that one too. Sorry, my phone's in the other room, so I can't.
Of center men often espouse in the U.S. Women are becoming too masked.
Okay, I didn't know my microphone was off, but I guess I'm going to have to start all over again here. I'm going to address what Ricky said about that I was e-begging on my show. No, I was testing out because a couple of people wanted to send me a super chat. And as such, oh no, you already heard me. That's why you're responding to me. Okay, so I must have put that on for a second. But if you didn't hear me, I was checking to see if it was working because a couple of people said they got kind of an error message on there. So Gilda tried, and she got the same error message too. No, I wasn't begging for $1. I even said to them, send something. I don't care what the hell it is, and you could even retract it if you want, just to kind of straighten Ricky out because he's such a fraudster. Anyway, then I went a little monologue here about Ricky claimed that he got all these people's shows taken off, and it's still on. Expat Trash is still on. He said Popeye was taken off. That's still on. Who did he say also? Flying Circus, and I couldn't go over there because I couldn't find it. And I don't know, he just came up with like 3 or 4 different shows that he claimed that he took off, but what I'm seeing, they're still on there. Is it possible they got a copyright strike? That's possible, but no, he didn't take anybody's shows off, and I don't see. And Alamanati is still on. Yeah, that's another one he mentioned. I don't know, Ricky. Who you trying to fool? Yourself or us out here? Maybe I'm not supposed to get it, but I and well, let's see. Who put this one on? By a guy that calls himself not Jasper in the Philippines. Jess was explaining why he had a fallout. Is why he moved to the Philippines. That's fraud alert. I'm watching my own. Okay, all right. We got 11 people watching here. But I was walking to go Jasper, in his words, his own words. Let's see now. Jasper, Philippines, disowned by his family. Okay.
Masculine, inflation, political divide. But there is one video that goes into detail about his family life and why he ultimately decided to move away from all of them. Honestly, I think this is some of the most interesting content Jasper has put out because it's not just him repeating what millions of people are already saying, and gives us a glimpse into his personal life. Now, why would we want to know what his personal life is like? I've been following Jasper for a while now, and unfortunately, his personality type is that of a stereotypical Western expat, the kind that critics often try to label all of us as. He's narcissistic. He has claimed that he wants a fully submissive Filipina, so he's not looking for any kind of equality in a relationship. He wants to run it.
Gee, that sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Exactly as he sees fit with minimal input from his partner. He brags about his money often, or sometimes it's more subtle than others. But a lot of the stereotypical, this is what Western expats are doing in the Philippines. This is what he's showing. Now, when people on YouTube go into Jasper's chat in his live stream, if you were to ask any type of question that he does not like, if you are to maybe correct a piece of information that he was not, fully correct on, if you were to demonstrate any type of even minimal negativity or even perceived negativity because he didn't understand what you were asking or what you were saying, he will almost ban you immediately. Some of his support.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Jasper would do. That's for damn sure. Well, Jasper's still on, and he hasn't really taken a different road. He's still as cocky as ever, actually. But that goes along with the territory here on YouTube anyway. So Ricky's doing some kind of a celebratory dance, saying he took 4 channels off, and just like you say, you make $8,000 a month. Why don't you be transparent? We've been asking you for that for a long time, haven't we? Yeah, we sure have. You haven't produced that, so we're going to believe you when you say you took 4 channels down. I don't know. You must be paying your girlfriend really good, huh? And her family. And the only asswipe on here is, well, you're one of them. There's a lot of asswipes on here, but you're definitely one of them, Ricky. I must say that. Well, he's getting all preparation for Fazio's second case, and well, we're going to see where that goes. That's going to be interesting in itself. So the cheap apartment, Deca Homes, a basically low-income housing facility, and living the high life. Yeah, you living the high life. Yeah. Okay, so they're all still on. Okay, and just to straighten it out, in case just came in, I wasn't begging for super chat money my last show. A couple of people, again, I'll repeat myself, did try to send something, and they had an error message, and I had my girlfriend try it out. She was getting the same thing, even though the $ does appear on here, and I am getting I am getting AdSense, 100% sure. I just got paid. Was it yesterday? Yeah. That's all in work enabled. You can see the dollar sign on there, but for some reason it's just not. That's the only reason I brought that up. I didn't care if anybody sent me any money or not. I just wanted somebody to, hey, send a quarter of a peso, whatever the fuck it was. I didn't care. You could have even retracted it. I didn't give a shit. I was just trying to see, is this thing actually working or not? Okay. Because a couple of people wanted to send something, and, let's have Gilda try this too. That's about it. Anyway, I'm not going to be on a long time. I just showered up. It's been sweaty. I did some of the cooking tonight. I would never want to work as a chef, and not in this country, I'll tell you that. You got to be pretty bold to do any kind of cooking, whether it's roadside or whatnot. It's just too hot and humid to cook. That's why my girlfriend makes the big money. Okay, because she wears a lot of hats, cooking and a lot of things she does, and she deserves to be a rich Filipina. She does a lot of work around here. I help. I mean, I'm not one of those guys who don't do anything around the house. I'm always doing something around here. I'll do laundry a lot. I'll mop, clean floors. I do a lot. I don't mind because when I was living alone, I used to do that on my own anyway. I cooked for myself, cleaned. I didn't. It was a labor of love. I mean, you live inside your house, not outside, and you want it to be clean. You don't want to let the dishes build up. God, I used to know a lot of people in Seattle. I can remember this one guy named Tim, and this guy, I swear to God, he had stuff in there from a week before. He would just use all the clean plates and everything that was dirty, all the pots and frying pans that he uses all over the sink. It was just everywhere. Duh, and you wonder why you got cockroaches, Tim. And that was my attitude back then with him. I said, why don't you clean this shit up? I mean, I would have even helped him with it. I mean, it was so unsightly looking. I don't like when things are not clean around here. I can't live like that. And goddamn, Ricky's been wearing the same shirt like fucking 5 days in a row. But what is that saying about his income? Is this girl maxing 5 days in a row? He's wearing that same sweaty, disgusting, bacteria laden. Jeez, even Barry changed his shirt every now and then. In fact, he probably changed his shirt more than Ricky does. By the way, that shirt's kind of loud. You know what I mean? Loud for a so-called Hawaiian style shirt. And I have nothing against Hawaiian style shirts, but something that's very subtle, but not loud. Like, you're just a tourist with a straw hat that just came off the fucking plane. With the tourist type sunglasses, the straw hat, and the fucking parrots on his shorts. Pictures of. I mean, it's gaudy, man. It's just fucking gaudy. How else can I describe it? It really is. I would not wear that shirt if you paid me to wear it. But just the past 5 days, every show I don't know when the last time. What is it? A trend on here? All the fat slobs on here just don't bathe. They got these women that supposedly have sex with them, and they're just laden with sweat and bacteria, and they allow themselves to go through the process of getting physically involved with these fucking beluga. Damn, I don't even want to think about that, man. But I'm sweaty, man. No doubt about that. I'll take minimum 2 showers a day, minimum. Rarely did I ever take just 1 shower a day. It's just too fucking hot out here, too sweaty. I can't feel comfortable on a chair when my back is sticking to the fucking leather of iron. Fuck that shit. My hair is just, I tell you what, I got this shit. I got these little pads made of cotton. And there's this stuff that helps you clean your pores and clean. I tell you, for a relatively short period of time, and wipe your face down with these pads with that. And you're going to see all the shit that comes off on that cotton pads just to show you, just from walking around the environment, how much soil and particulates are going on your face and skin. And if you don't shower, I mean, your groin itself, which is a dark, damp, warm, fucking petri dish for bacteria, man. You know what tells me he don't shower much? Because he's been wearing that same fucking shirt for 5 days. So there's another AI channel exposing SPAC's Banya Gang Visora. I've seen that name, actually. No, but I've seen the name. Sometimes I watch YouTube on my TV in the living room rather than my computer, and I've actually seen that name, but I really wasn't sure what it was. The last thing I've seen anything to do with the Philippines was uh, Kata, what was it? Katabata, whatever, prison I was watching a couple of hours ago. I talked to, yeah, but 5 days in a row, even Barry changed his shirt more than. Imagine it. I mean, how much is it worth to pay some chick, to be with you? I mean, to her, how much to be born? And that's basically what's going on. Let's just that they have to deal with some flubbery, sweaty, disgusting, filthy with a bad attitude. He probably knocks her around. I mean, remember that statement she made? Next time you push me or something like that. I told you he's got a temper, this guy. It's his temper that got him in trouble. Oh boy. Apollo Boy says it's just started today. 4 new videos of a well-known vlogger. I guess AI is the new thing, like the video they made of me about the prime rib 14-year-old crap. It's people are becoming more and more familiar with the AI, and it's been around for a long time apparently, but people are just starting to really get interested in that as a tool of some sort, But I've seen that name. I saw that today. In fact, I just figured some Filipino channel. I didn't know what the hell it was about, and I just kind of passed right through it. So it's not an easy name to remember. Tell you the truth. Banyagang Basura. Bang. Okay, that's not an easy one for me to remember, really. How about some thumbs up here, folks? Yeah, that's not an easy one. All right. Anyway, I wasn't going to be on long. I just wanted to make a fool out of Ricky again. Now, I wasn't begging on my last show for someone to. A couple of people wanted to send me something. Didn't matter what it was. They wanted to send me something, but they were having an error message on that. And again, I had my girlfriend try it out. She had the same problem with the test. She doing a little test on there. No, I wasn't begging for money to get. Just to let you know, Rickster. And sorry that things are pretty bad for you these days, Ricky. You're not making no money, and you're now begging CW. And has it gotten that bad for you? The cheap ass apartment in a cheap ass building, wear the cheap ass shirt for 5 days, and you know, making some canned cheap ass dinners. And really, I don't know if I saw it. Well, I saw that coming actually, but I think he's just overspend on the ladies, is what I think you do. He's got to take care of their family too, right? Yeah. Yeah, Ricky's falling on hard times apparently. Can't use Barry anymore because that's a dead issue. No money in the world is going to help Barry at this point, to be honest with you. And things are going around. It's going on. Yeah. Ricky's boy ain't going nowhere. Yes, it's a framed picture of Barry in jail. You're not seeing things. It's going to be going up on my wall here in the bedroom to remind myself all the time that I succeeded in getting old in a place where he should have been a very long time ago. Ain't that a kick? Ain't that a fucking kick? I know. Sorry, Charlie or Ricky, you failed again. Those shows are still on. You didn't take those shows off. What are you? Oh, I get it. It was clickbait on your title. Oh, I get it. So you're doing all this clickbait shit now, right? Things are getting pretty desperate for you. Nah. Oh well. Falling on hard times. It happens to some people. Fortunately for me, it's going the other direction. It's funny how things work out there, Ricky. Yeah. I mean, it's never been bad, but it's been. So anyway, with that being said, no. As I said, I don't need super chat on my show. It's you're the one that got yourself in a position from buying all these girls and putting out that kind of money to impress because you're afraid of being alone, because you don't want to be alone, because your ego is not boosted when you're alone. You got to have a woman with you that's pretending that she likes you, and that's the greatest thing since mom's apple pie. And you like hearing that kind of praise, but it's. I mean, how could you feel like a real man? I think Fazio is even a more real man than you. Okay, well, Fazio ain't dating, can't find a woman that wants him, but at least he's being real in that sense. And he was not real about anything else, but he's real about the sensibility of he's not going around saying that or paying for all these women. I mean, I don't know what he does really with his money. I mean, who knows what he does on the side? I have no idea. He could be a porn freak for all I know. I have no idea. I don't watch him all the time. I know he's a lonely man like you are, and but it's okay. It's just Ricky. Listen, it's not a sin to be alone. It really isn't. It's terrible to be alone, but yeah. What's the question there? Hilarious. Do you think Barry will autograph that picture? For you? I would. You know what? I wish he would because I would sell. I would put this picture on auction. I would definitely put this picture up for auction. If you live in the Philippines, you can't live outside the Philippines, so it'd be too expensive to send. If Barry could sign that picture, Barry don't have to sign it. I could just sign the fucking picture. Yeah, I got him in jail, and I'm proud of it. It's in a frame, and shit, I put my signature on it. Who knows? I might even auction it off. I don't know. I don't know. That's an idea. That's an idea. Huh? I could just simply autograph it. Just tell me what you want to autograph in a gold or silver autograph. I'll get the right pen for this. Yeah, what an idea! I never thought about that. I could always make copies. But what a picture this is! I mean, isn't this like the best thing you've ever fucking seen in a long? Look at this, a framed picture of Barry J in jail. Whoever thought? Whoever thought that would ever happen? Oh, I did. I just didn't know how long it would take, but had to go through a lot of hurdles. But here it is. It's Barry. He's in jail. No line about that. Can't. Ooh, boy. What a feeling. I hope he's sweating his ass, man. I just hope he's. Well, Barry, I know you're listening. I hope you're sweating your ass. Hope you're sweating your little cockroach ass. You dog-faced cockroach is what you are. You're a dog-faced. I I'd have the balls to do that. That's an idea. That's more feasible. Oh, that's more feasible. Hey, it's a cheap ass frame, like 49 pesos or something. It's not even made of glass. It's made of a fucking sheet of fucking plastic in the frame. I didn't want to spend any money on a picture of him. You know what I mean? Any quality frame. But that's an idea. It's not against the law doing that. Here's a picture of you in jail. Though you might like to have it on your wall to remind you who put you there. To remind you who put you there. And I'm sure I don't have to remember. Okay, I have to admit, though, I've been getting rather bored lately, guys. I'll tell you the truth. I've been getting... there's nothing good. Even if I really... any kind of a drama on here. I mean, it's just all redundant shit. And I gotta admit that I'm just getting really, really bored. What's on YouTube? You've been feeling it too, guys? Because I've been feeling it. I'm not feeling the love either. But I'm not also, seeing anything on here that's remotely interesting to watch. I mean, as far as the fighting and everything going on, it's just been, the biggest thing going on here is between, was that EPT, and even that gets boring after a while. If Popeye puts a show on, he gives that stupid speech about San Miguel beer. How fucking redundant. And, eating the corn out of his shit. I mean, I think this guy needs to just get a parrot as a friend or something. I don't think the dog that he goes to bed with is good enough. He needs a fucking parrot that's something that's willing to listen to him and repeat what he says. You know, Palaboy says they could hang one at the bar where he pulled the knife on that girl. You coming up with some really excellent suggestions. Excellent suggestions. I must tell you that. I plan another trip to Cebu, maybe next month. Um, I can just go try to have some. I don't think I'm necessarily going to put it in a frame and spend the money for these bars or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But it doesn't cost not much at all. But it actually counts. I mean, that would want to have something like that on their wall. Okay. All right, guys. I didn't plan a little rebuttal against Tricky Licky, the ladyboy lover. Wrong, Ricky. Nobody was begging for any money on my show. Just a few people tried to send a couple of things and it didn't work and wanted to test the waters. That's all it was. But you're not very successful. Let's call it your rebuttaling. You're not very successful. I'm trying to think in what the hell you're good for. I don't know. Here's something for you. Mike Tyson meeting Muhammad Ali. Mike Tyson meeting Muhammad Ali years later.
What's wrong? This one here? Huh? This one?
Even Mike Tyson has said that Muhammad Ali is the best fighter. So for him to do that, admits something when it's right. Tyson was fantastic himself. There's a lot of good fighters out there, both martial arts and boxing, and I enjoy watching that. Actually, it takes all the frustration out to watch a couple of people beat the shit out of each other. I mean, doesn't that do something for you too? Yeah. Okay. Look, I gotta go. Speaking of, I just took a shower. I just ate, and I'm going to be trying to avoid some of these treats I have around here. Being very reluctant. I got to lose about an inch or two off my belly, and definitely got to do that. And just keep in mind, as I said before, you can't. It's what you put in your mouth, and all the walking in the world is not going to rapidly remove weight. You just got to stop shoveling all that shit in your mouth for all you obese people out there. Cardio has not much play in that. It's what you shovel into your mouth, Ricky. Can you imagine though? God, for any money, chicks gotta be desperate for money. Anyone that goes out with him, I mean, he's fat, wears the same shirt 5 days in a row. How much does a Filipina to be with a guy and to think that she perhaps goes to bed with him? And I'm like thinking, if he's dirty everywhere else, he's filthy. She really wants to take. Damn.